So welcome you to I don't really know what I'm gonna name this yet, or even if this is something that I'm gonna be doing regularly. But I'm stuck in the house just like everybody else, and I'm going stir crazy. And so I got to do something. So fuck it, here I am. So I'm gonna try to go this whole 30 minutes without saying that word. You know the word. It's down on your fucking Twitter timeline, your Instagram timeline, your fucking Facebook, your Snapchat, your TikTok, fucking your Weather Channel app is probably on there. I mean, fuck. And one thing I did want to get into, though, are these kids down in spring break just partying like, I don't know, the fucking world ain't ended. I mean, I get it, though. I've been 18, 19 to 22 years old. And you don't really know anything. Like, you've only been alive like 20 years, and your parents took care of you probably at least, hopefully, 15 of those years. 18 for most people. Some people go to 25. So, I mean, they really just don't have the decision-making, rationality to not do something stupid as fuck. So who I really hold accountable right now are the fucking beaches and the hotels that are still letting them flock down there, the airlines, the bus services. Like, all these things should be accounted for because adults run those things. So yeah, the kids made dumb decisions going down partying in a pandemic, but also the adults running those companies and those states and those beaches or whatever, they also enabled them to make dumb decisions to come down and party. And I was recently just talking to a friend about all this, and he was basically saying that all the things in the past that they told us to panic about that didn't happen, didn't pan out, like Y2K, 2012, fucking bird flu, swine flu, fucking, I don't know, Terminator, the Jetsons, cars don't fly right now. Anyway, all the shit they told us that didn't come true made us basically a skeptical society. So when something real happens, like it's happening right now, we don't know how to react to it because our initial instinct is to be like, fuck, ain't nothing about to happen. It's just gonna blow through. They're making a big deal out of nothing, fucking spreading panic. And then boom, something really happens and now everybody's panicking. So you go to the grocery store and there's no fucking toilet paper, there's no fucking eggs, there's no fucking hand soap or sanitizer, and there was a lot of fucking lotion missing too, but anyway. So yeah, like, people just they aren't equipped to handle anything real right now. And maybe this will be a huge lesson for us. Sometimes the fucking sky is falling. Sometimes the boy is actually about to get eaten by a wolf. And it's a hard lesson to learn. I'm learning it. But yeah, only thing you can do is take away and try to be prepared in the future. And I just hope everybody's taking it serious now, staying in their houses. I hope nobody's, going on life as usual. I know some people are. Some people, you just can't get through to them. You can't stop living. You can, actually, because that's what this whole thing's about. That's what they're trying to avoid, is something that's going to make people stop living. But, I mean, people don't learn things. People don't take anything serious. They don't give a fuck. So you just gotta let them rock. Anyway, shit. I mean, this is hitting industries that I never thought would suffer. Like, I thought you would always be able to get drunk at bars, go to movies. Fucking comedians are fucking suffering. I'm looking at my Instagram and I follow a lot of comedians, and they're all out of work right now because their job consists of gathering large crowds. All the musicians that I follow out of work right now because the industry is shady and it needs to be taken over. But basically, artists don't make money when they make records. They make money when they go on tour. So for all the artists that can't go on tour right now and fill arenas, They're suffering. They're having a year in the red. And hopefully this thing is no longer than a month, in worst case 2 months. But the fallout from this is going to be the rest of this year, probably most of next year. Economically trying to climb back. So many people out of work. So many people aren't earning an income right now. Bartenders, waitresses, restaurant chefs, fucking bus boys, fucking food delivery people. I mean, people are still ordering out, but I don't know for how long that's going to go, because it's kind of like I think the best thing right now is probably to eat at your house, food that you cook. When you buy groceries, you got to disinfect all the packages, because they say this thing lives on cardboard for X amount of days, plastic even longer. So, yeah, it's just a crazy time. It's like the only thing I've ever seen like this is in movies, zombie apocalypses. And like Chernobyl. I watched Chernobyl, the miniseries on HBO, late last year. And now this is like the closest thing I've seen to that. I mean, obviously nobody's face is melting off, but just like government mishandling of a situation that affects the whole world. And I'm not blaming the government. I mean, China's government, but like, what are you supposed to do? We haven't seen shit like this in our lifetime. A plague comes every 100 years. So they had one in 1820. They had one in 1920. Now they have one in 2020. And nobody's alive from that generation to tell us, like, oh shit, what's going on here? So, off of that, on a brighter note, what is it like? What have you guys been watching? What have you been listening to? Like, I've just been overdosing on like podcasts and fucking cooking all my own meals, which is, I might never go to a restaurant again. Anything I want to eat, I can fucking make it. And that's old news to a lot of people, and they're probably like, that's why you're so fat. And yeah, it is, because like you just get used to hitting up your favorite fucking restaurants. You just get used to fucking anything you want, have a taste for at that moment. You can have it right to your door, or you can fucking go pick it up in 20 minutes. So I think there's one restructuring of this whole thing is you can try to, like, whatever bad habits you have right now that you're going to be home alone, like anything you want to, any dream projects you've had, any ambitions, passions, like fucking put time into that. And if you don't have any of those, like, you can find hobbies. Like, you can, like I said, I've been cooking my own meals. Like, you can do that shit too. You can fucking make a game out of like seeing what you're going to make out of what you have in your house every day. Or, like, you can start drawing. Like, you can start painting. You can start fucking, I don't know. It's up to you to figure out. But there's a lot more to do right now in these crazy times than, feel the anxiety of what the fuck's going to happen. Because, I mean, there's nothing you can do right now. Unless you're like the president, there's like, you don't have any real power right now. So just try to make the best of a shitty situation. And hold on, once I gotta. So that's another thing right now. I guess I haven't been paying as close attention as I should have been, but I just found out, like, you're not supposed to be smoking right now. You're not supposed to smoke anything, because I guess if you get this, it decreases your lung capacity. So you need to just focus on having clear lungs right now. Obviously, because I just found out about that. I haven't been adhering to that, but I'm going to actually try to start first thing tomorrow is stop smoking anything. Go cold turkey. Because I said it on the Gateway show before, like, the only thing you're supposed to drink is water. The only thing you're supposed to breathe is air. So any problems you have from the shit that you do outside of those two things, and it makes a lot of fucking sense. So I'm going to take my own advice. I'm going to just start drinking water. They say you're supposed to drink water right now every 15 minutes to flush anything through your body. And it'll help with people who caught I almost fucking said it. But yeah, so I'm only tomorrow morning, I'm only gonna drink water. I'm only gonna breathe air. I'm gonna stop smoking weed. That's gonna be fucking hard. It's gonna fucking suck, especially if I'm in the house for a long ass time. Oh yeah, no, but you can eat weed. They didn't say shit about that. You can eat your weed. But if you don't know who's growing it or where it came from, I wouldn't suggest that either, because you don't know what fucking pesticides are on it. And also, I was like, can this get on the money? Should we be disinfecting our money? Is that a stupid question? I don't know. I don't know. Drop a comment somewhere on my Instagram or something if you think that's a stupid question. But I don't think it is, because money gets around. So if you're a fucking drug dealer, or I don't imagine a lot of people are still handling cash right now, except the drug dealers and the pizza delivery guys who are still working for some reason. If you're those people and you get money, I would probably try to wipe that shit down. I'm just saying. If you use the ATM, put some fucking gloves on. Shit gets around. Money circulates more than anything else in the world right now, besides the air. But yeah. This is not gonna be like a long thing. I just wanted to talk a little bit. One thing I've been noticing is like a lot of celebrities are going live on their Instagrams now. I think it's interesting because I think there's something to the people who become celebrities and the need for attention, I guess. And I'm not shitting on anybody because, like, what is this? Like, this is that. This is a need for attention or like social contact, whatever. But like, people are like using the internet to get their fix of like interaction with other people. It's kind of cool because like I've interacted with celebrities that I never thought I would get to interact with just because they're live on Instagram. I write them a comment and then they answer a question I ask. Or yesterday, a lot of you guys probably won't know who Hovain is, but it's an influential A&R manager in the music industry. Super huge. Everybody who's in the industry knows who Hovain is. And he had a live last night where he was just having different artists showcase, and I freestyled on it. I freestyled on Hovain's live last night, and I think like Raekwon from Wu-Tang was in there, and a bunch of other music industry people, and it was a lot of fun. I probably won't freestyle next time. Like a lot of people were like doing their original works and like singing songs that they wrote and shit, and like a lot like rapping their written raps. So if I had like known that, I probably would have, just done something written, thought out. But that's always been weird to me in rap. Like, is it a freestyle? If you already written it, if you've rapped those bars 1,000 times, is it a freestyle still? Or is that like cheating? I feel like it's cheating. But it definitely comes across better for some reason, because it's like more coherent. Like you have bigger punchlines and like just craftier metaphors when you write it out, like when you're rapping or written. So I understand why it's done. Especially if you got a reputation for being nice. You don't want to accidentally just think of a whack bar and say it. But also, I think they were really impressed that I did freestyle though. But that's like a skill that I've had my entire life. Like that's something I've never had to do any hard work to learn how to freestyle. So like I can't really can't be too braggadocious about that, because it's just something that I've been able to do. Like some people can just run fast. I can freestyle for some reason. And I'm not even like that good at talking in general. I'm not a good orator, but for some reason I can freestyle. But yeah, like celebrities are going live. There, like a lot of fucking people are making TikToks, and I don't blame them. What else are you gonna fucking do right now besides stare at your fucking phone camera and do some dance? It's kind of weird though. Some of the dances, like, some of the dances aren't even dances. It's just like 4 or 5 arm movements. So I'm getting kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. But again, like right now, everything's fine. Do whatever the fuck you want. Cause shit, man. Shit. And that's it. A quickie. I just wanted to fucking check in with the world. Like talk about some topics and shit. And I'm out. So peace. Thanks for tuning in. If you tune in and if you fucking tired of seeing people post shit, again, I don't blame you. Because what the fuck else is going on right now? You're probably tired of seeing people go live. You're probably tired of people fucking promoting. But everybody's locked in. Everybody's going stir crazy. Everybody's got fucking cabin fever. And we don't have shit else to do. So you're going to have to be annoyed for a while. Podcasts I've been listening to. I listened to this podcast called Riffin' with Griffin. You know, the heavy hitters, Joe Rogan, Joe Button, fucking Tom Segura, what's it called? Your Mom's House, Bert Kreischer's podcast, Andrew Santino's podcast. Some guys from my town have a podcast called the Going to Work podcast. It's actually the guys from the Motown Sports blog. So if you haven't checked that out and you're from around our town, check that shit out. And if you're not from around our town, check that shit out. Yeah, that's it. Like fucking listen to podcasts, listen to audiobooks, find new hobbies, you know, cook your own meals, fucking be safe, practice common sense, love your family, fucking check in on them, make sure everybody's in good health, and, you know, fucking be safe if they're not in good health, and just try to beat the anxiety. Peace.